Well, good morning, everyone. Or afternoon, or whatever time it might actually be for you. It's morning for me right now. It's 7:30. I'm out here getting ready to do chores. I'm going to go milk Avon quick. So I have the milk bucket and the feed in my right hand. I'm holding this camera with my left hand. And headed down to my old garage where I milk her. Take the milk bucket down there and dump the feed. And then I go back to her pen and get her and walk her down to the old garage. Plan on changing that though. I'm working on a project I said in the video yesterday. Well, I'm making a little kind of, I guess you'd call it a milk house with a stanchion in it. Kind of an odd looking one. You'll see it when I get it done. Supposed to have some warm weather this next week, in the 40s Monday and Tuesday, so hopefully with any luck I find time to continue working on that and hopefully get it done, and then you'll get to see it. So got what I call a family luncheon every month and a half or so. Some of the elderly family members decided to start getting together and eat a lunch at some restaurant. Well, we're going to Pisgah, Iowa. It's only about 40 minutes from my house, 35-40 minutes. But anyhow, we're going there. That's where my family's from, around Mondame, Pisgah area. A lot of them. On my mom's side of the family, I should say. And we're going there and meeting at a place. I'm not even sure the name of it, but to be honest with you, it used to be a grocery store when I was a little kid called Siebel's, and they actually had a meat locker in the back where they actually done processing of cows and pigs and such. And then they actually had a meat counter. You buy meat, fresh meat and stuff. Well, now they turned it in, years later, somebody turned it into a convenience store. But it was originally a meat locker and a grocery store, and then they turned it into a little convenience store, gas station, and a restaurant. And my cousin Linda, she kind of manages it. Sorry about it being dark in here. I better go turn the light on. Anyhow, she manages it and runs the kitchen and stuff. During the day, they have lunch specials every day. You can go in and order other stuff, but they have a lunch special, whether it's meatloaf or some kind of casserole or something. Anyhow, that's what we got going on. I got to deliver some milk and cream to my aunt, April. She lives right there in town in Pisgah. Her and my Uncle Keith, Keith is my mom's brother. So I gotta deliver that milk and cream to her. Sorry about that noise, trying to get this feed out of this bucket. Right there's the feed for Avon. Anyhow, yeah, I gotta deliver milk and cream to her. I have, as of right now, 9 quarts of cream and a gallon of milk. And I'll have this morning's milk in, which I'll separate the milk and give her the 10th quart of cream. She makes butter, she makes cheeses, she makes homemade ice cream from Uncle Keith. She keeps a gallon of homemade ice cream in her freezer for him so he can have ice cream in the evening every once in a while. But she's making a lot of butter and making some cheese every once in a while. Here about, I don't know, a week ago she come up. Ended up with 9 quarts of cream that day and a gallon of milk. Or actually, I don't know if it was the last time or the time before, but anyhow, I had an extra milk. I gave her 2 gallons of milk and 9 or 10 quarts of cream, and she said she was going to make some cheese. She had that extra milk, which she's made cheese a couple different times. So she made some mozzarella cheese, and she likes putting that on her homemade pizza. And of course, she's into that sourdough bread. And here, I don't know, 3 weeks ago, she'd made a loaf of bread. She likes taking pictures of that stuff, her butter and her sourdough bread, and sends me pictures of it. You know, every time she makes some pound of butter or something, she'll send me another pound for the freezer, because I give her so much cream that she's been making a lot of butter and stockpiling, because, you know, the cow will be drying up, you know, a month or so before she calves in August. So there's going to be a dry spell where my aunt ain't going to be able to get any fresh milk or cream. So I've been really pouring the cream to her, and she's been making butter with it and stuff, trying to get a stockpile so she don't run out of that kind of stuff with that dry spell with Avon. And she sent me a picture of a loaf of honey wheat sourdough bread that she made here just a while back. So I texted her back right away, and I said, and at the time I had 7 quarts of cream in the fridge, and I said, I got 7 quarts of cream, I'll trade you for that loaf of bread. And her response was, it's already half gone. And she said, but she'd make me a loaf, she'd do that. So then the next time my aunt and uncle got cream and milk from me, my uncle asked me how much I owed him, and I told him, and I was lowballing it, you know, and he's like, I lowballed it for what they were getting, you know, and he said, oh, you gotta have more than that. And I said, nope. I said, me and Aunt April already made a deal. 7 quarts of cream for a loaf of bread. So I said, just buying the milk, you're paying for the milk. And he tried to give me more money, and I only took the milk money. I said, nope, a deal's a deal. I'm trading her a loaf of bread for 7 quarts of cream. So anyhow, she ended up making me a loaf of sourdough bread. Man, it was awesome. I was cooking grilled cheese sandwiches with that, and I was toasting it, put peanut butter and honey on it, and sad part was it didn't last very long, but it was good while it did last. Well, I'm going to get off here. Avon's standing here rubbing her horns against this post. It's a morning and evening ritual. She's waiting for me to put the halter on her, so. But I'm going to let you go, everybody, and get chores done so I can get going. I'm going to my aunt's first and delivering the milk and cream, and then I'm going to the luncheon at 11. So I'll see y'all later, and don't forget I love you. Bye.